Fringe sandal. It's from Soul Society. We just, go ahead, come on out here, Maria. Because I may need you to talk while I'm changing into these shoes. Because I insist on putting these on. Oh my gosh.
Aren't they adorable?
These are really, really, really cool.
And I love that you put the black on. I love the black. It's so, like, even though it's so fun and trendy, I shouldn't say trendy, on trend, it's sexy.
Ooh, you use the word. Well, I always say at 3 and 4 in the morning, we can go ahead and use that word.
Okay. Oh.
It's 2 easy payments of $32.48. We've got sizes 5 through 11, whole and half sizes. As you can tell, I'm excited. So we're back to Soul Society. It's a really exciting line here at QVC. They sent us kind of like a style sheet with all of your styles that were coming out for spring and summer. And they asked us hosts, check off the ones that you like, and here's me. I really do love the line. And the fact that this comes home, you guys, $32.48 is your easy pay. My only heartbreaking moment here is in realizing that we didn't have all the colors that we originally had in this. They've been that popular. Let's show you the colors that we do have, and then we'll get into details and see it on, because oh my gosh.
Oh, it's just
piles
so fun.
and piles and piles of leather fringe. Here it is in the tan. And then
the black.
I'm wearing it in, and Maria's showing you here that great black. 826-4375. It's a sandal show, so we got to show you the fashion, the awesomeness, ready for spring and summer. Here it is.
Well, speaking of fashion, you know, the Koa, this is that perfect sandal to get on two of the hottest trends right now, and that is suede and fringe. I mean, we've seen this everywhere. Every designer has this kind of look in their collection. It's just, it's fun, it's very stylish, and very wearable. I mean, clearly, this is what it's all about. I mean, this fringe, and it's so soft and lightweight. It is done in suede, which is really big right now. But there's something, and I love the fact that we did that, because I feel like if we did it in leather, you wouldn't get that same effect. And when you use suede, you're getting a very luxurious look, a very look of elegance that is added when you're using suede. This is, the band I love does have a little bit of structure underneath. It does have that thong, not the toe separator,
the
which
toe
is
bar.
the toe bar,
Let me show you.
which is nice, so your toes you're not overspilling. But what is great too is it has that counter and that zip, so it's easy to get into as far as the back. But what's so great is how this was designed, because of that heel counter and the toe post. Your foot, it almost fits like a regular shoe, so you're kind of really secure in there. The strap around the ankle looks very beautiful too. Again, this is just that, you know, our shoes range from everything from very, you know, very casual to runway inspired, and this is definitely that fashion forward piece.
And I love that we're seeing pieces in our show. We've got the Gladiator coming up later too, and we'll talk about this in that shoe too. But you take a look that is very popular and you give it a very practical spin. So we're going to see a Gladiator later that is not the Gladiator that goes all the way up past your knees, right? And in this case, we have that kind of bohemian, almost hippie look.
Hippie look, yep.
Without it being, you know, like if we added beads to the end of the fringe, it might be take it just maybe a little too far. Here's that look translated to everyday, and it makes perfect sense.
And I love that you said that, and that's exactly what we love to do, is we love to take the trend, because there's so many different trends out there, and you know what, so we always kind of, you know, put them to our customer, and our customer is that woman, you know, we want to be, you know, we want to be stylish, we want to look put together, we don't want to look overdone. You just want someone to look at you and be like, hey, you look great. Exactly.
Yes. I love that. So well said. It's so true. These come home for $32.48. Again, a situation where I say the easy pay here was just a really big bonus. What a great affordable value already on suede, on comfort, at $64.95. When you cut that in half, then maybe you can play around, pick up both colors, or you have room in your budget to shop for other things. That's what I love about Easy Pay. But here's that same story that I've been saying throughout the show. It works with almost everything. In fact, this may be more so than the others, because you can dress it up and give it that, you know, elevated element if you choose.
Well, and to that point, you know what? This is that perfect example that you don't always necessarily need to wear a heel to get noticed.
Amen. I know, because I would have thought that was a blasphemous statement 10 years ago. I'd be like, oh no, the only way to make that statement is to have the heel. No,
not the case with this.
Shoe, not the heel.
But even when you're looking at it, you know, especially how my foot is there, it almost kind of appears to look like a heel. But again, and I didn't mention real quick, but the this is an artisan sock bed, which is a great clean look to have.
Soft.
And very comfortable.
I love it, Maria, clearly. 2 easy payments of $32 and change. Stay tuned for her Gladiator, which is coming up at the end of the shoe.
Not good. That sucks.
Was relieved to see a slide in here because I go,